Can you guys hear and see me? Hello, everyone. Can you hear and see me? I got a bit of a problem. I'm not hearing. Ronald. I can't hear anything. You guys can hear me okay? Yes. Well, I'm not be able to hear anything from you guys, but that's okay. Today, this box. Hi, Katie Crafts. Hi, James Hall. Hi, Texas Raider 1122. So everybody can hear me okay? I guess I don't need to hear. I don't know what's happened because I guess Paul Goes Outdoors. Thanks you for coming. This box here is from a Paul. Let me tell you about Paul. Paul came into a fundraiser live that I had, and he decided to buy a bunch of long knitted hats for me. And this is what he has sent me. And he asked me to do a live mail call. So I'm now doing that for him. And Shawnee Groves, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So and Virginia Alexander, I just getting ready to call you. Family just left. Well, I'm on here now. I called Nancy and I says, hey, I'm going live because I'm a person that don't like to wait. He wanted a mail call. But yeah, oh yeah, you can see this box is stuffed. Ronald, I can't hear a thing. I don't know what's going on. But nobody's up here with me anyway. So yeah, I'm just basically, I can, and he tried to tape it as, a lot of people don't know this when you're.
Go to that thing again.
Okay, brother.
Arrow.
Speaker.
And let's go to that and see if it'll go to the other one.
This one?
Now go to the next one.
And
what? I thought you were playing something.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking.
Then you won't.
I won't
then
hear.
You won't hear anything.
Okay, if I had somebody up here, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then just go back to the one that it was before.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Let's check it to make sure.
They can hear me. Okay.
I know, but I want to make sure that the sound is working.
It's okay, Ronald. Let me just get to this box. I want to open this stuffed box today. So I've always been told I'm using a box cutter. Always go away from you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this under here. And Paul wanted to make sure that I hadn't opened this. Let's see here. Yes, this is a very stuffed. There we go. Keep fingers out of the way. Do not cut yourself. He sure taped this a lot, you know. There's that. Turn this thing around. Oorah, Devil Dog. Now let me see here. I think I'm going to lengthen this out just a little bit. And be careful. I do not need to cut myself today. Kind of hope Paul comes. Because it's like, oh my goodness, what did you send me? Here we go. Now do not cut anything, girl. See? I didn't open it until now. Now let's see what's in here. Okay. Happy holidays. There's the card. Wishing you and your brother a wonderful Xmas and Happy New Year. Paul, love the hats, little something for Christmas. I don't say Xmas. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. Oh, wow. Got some Bernat baby yarn. Ooh, this is beautiful. So I'm just going to set these over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at what I got. I got some walnuts. Thank you, Paul, so much. Hi, Jane Doe. He sent me some Bernat baby yarn, some walnuts. Oh, this is that kind of velour type yarn. I'll figure out what to do with this. That feels like acrylic. I can use this for some Santa hats with some other yarn. It is very, very soft. Hi, Bud Files. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. But yeah, this is a very, very soft. It feels more like a baby yarn and things. Just very, very nice.
Why did you open it?
Oh, this is interesting. A little bag. Yes, please like and subscribe. It would be nice if I could get to High Heavens Fire 18. It'd be nice if I could get to 900 before the 6th. That would be so nice. But look at this nice little bag. It's a little mesh bag. That's really nice of him. Ooh, wow. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I know what I'm going to make this out of. I have that more. I've learned how to make these hats that are much longer, that it folds into itself. That is so beautiful. I'm going to figure out some places to set this. Yeah, welcome people. And look at this. There's one on each corner. I'm not a coffee drinker, but hot cocoa in these will be really nice. Yeah, that'll be nice. My brother will get one of these. I'm just going to set these down here. Here's another beautiful baby yarn. Go with that other one. And or tea, yes. You know, I do drink herbal tea. And he sent these also. So I can set them down on the floor. Wow, yes. I got a package of walnuts. Well, it's food, yeah. Like, oh my goodness. Here's another bag of walnuts. That is like, oh my gosh. I just love sitting just eating walnuts. Let's see here. Oh, wow. My brother's really going to like these. I've never had anything from Trader Joe's. Wow. This is going to be so nice. Oh my gosh. Look at what he sent. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Paul, so much. And then, of course, we got, this is not sponsored by Kit Kat. And I've never had Kinder. Never have. Now I have had grandma's. I have had these. Here's another cookie. Oh my goodness. It's amazing, you know, that I've never ever gotten food from people. This is so sweet. This is absolutely great. But yeah, got another. This is Mexican style. I honestly didn't. My brother and I hadn't gotten any. I mean, I've got something for him for Christmas that I made, but I usually don't have, you know, something to be able to even put in something. Ooh, here's another beautiful. Look at this. That's another beautiful one. This is so nice of Paul to do this. I'm not sure what this is. Car fresheners. Oh, that's to hang in my car. Okay, that's definitely, I can tell that by looking and feeling of this. This is wool. That is some definite wool yarn. And so is this one. Hi, Christy Betts. Thank you for coming. Kind of hoping that Paul shows up and like, oh my goodness. Oh wow. I need to make some oh gosh, rice pudding with some raisins in it. Wow, there's so much yarn in here. Here's some beautiful green yarn. There's some really nice, I would call this teal. No, not maybe not teal, but aquamarine, a light aquamarine. Pretty. And here's some more cookies. Here's some smaller pieces of yarn that I'll be able to use for something. Oh, wow. see here. Here's another one of these. This is like a four ply, I'm thinking. Set that up there. In the kitchen and garden with Tracy. Thank you for coming. I'm not too sure. This yarn is very, as you can see, is very thin. Not sure what I'll be able to use that for, but I'll figure out something. This is that kind of that crushed velvet. Reconnect, huh? That's interesting. That this is more of that chemise, real soft. I found out some things about that I made a blanket for myself, and it didn't work out so good because this kind of yarn stretches and it started popping out on that blanket. Wow, look at this. This is purple and green together. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, like, oh my goodness. This is the first biggest box of yarn I have ever gotten from somebody. And here's some light blue. Just going to kind of set these things up here somewhere without hitting buttons on my thing down here. This is that kind of that shiny yarn that I use in sometimes the hats. This is a very beautiful, beautiful yellow. Set these cups down here. I have a place to set this. I have been needing white yarn to make Santa hats. I'm just going to pull these all out. 4 now. 5. Oh my goodness. This is like an off-white. 6. Here's another like a off-white. 7. Come on. I'm going to set these back up in this box, move this back. You have those cups? Yeah. Wow. I'm just going to sit these up in here and pull these out. This is Karen. Now, I don't think that's correct because it says that it says navy, and that don't look like navy. Maybe this is the one that's supposed to be in that. Here's kind of a salmon pink, I would call it. Here's another mauve pink, I'm guessing. Let's see what else. We got some baby yarn that's yellow. We have another beautiful off-white. Here's another white ball. Just reaching down in here and pulling some of this out. Here's another one. Yeah, yarn. An awful lot of yarn. They call this honey beige. That's going to be really pretty. Take a look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. Yes, I am definitely for sure being blessed. Here's some black. Here's some more white. Definitely enough to, this is some of that softer type yarn that I use that is kind of shiny. There we go. Let's see here. Here's some beautiful gray. Looks like it's got some other colors in there too. And here's some blue. I just found another package of cookies. Oh, wow. Here's a little small bottle of, or ball of that kind of brown colors. Here's one that's, I could probably make some pom-poms out of this to put on a hat. Here's this light blue. And here's a small piece of white that I could be able to use. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of yarn. So many. This one I really like. It's got light lavender, greens, and purples. Take a look at this. Oh, yes, he definitely, Paul had the Christmas spirit. So absolutely beautiful. Just awesome, awesome gift. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was hoping he would be able to come in here, but this is going to be so pretty. I just can't believe how much beautiful yarn he sent. That's going to be absolutely awesome to make people. Wow, it took me almost a half an hour to go through this. This is like, oh my goodness. And I have some of this baby yarn that's back there. But yeah, this chenille type, I used an acrylic yarn with it, and I have a blanket that I made that this kind of started poking out. Absolutely just amazing, you know. Not sure I'll figure out what I'm going to do because as you can see, this is really, really small. Figure out what we're going to end up doing with that. But I've got some more baby yarn to be able to do. And that's that wool yarn. Figure out what I can do with it. Why don't I do this? I'm going to put the link in if there's anybody that wants to come up. Pin message. If anybody wants to come up and talk to me, they can. See if we have, I'll be able to hear you guys.
try this. See if the sound's working.
Okay, Christy. Merry Christmas to you.
Try this and see if it'll give sound.
I won't know if I have sound until someone comes up, Ronald.
But this will tell you that the sound on the computer is working.
So does anybody want to come up? See if my TV's working so I can hear you. Wow. I am absolutely amazed at what Paul sent me. Just amazed. Thank you, Paul, so much for the food and the yarn. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. That was so kind of Paul. Yes, what I can do if you don't want to show yourself after I see you in my basement to kind of verify that you are who you are, you can put your avatar on. It's just, I don't know. I'm guessing because it's just me up here. I don't hear. I hear myself, of course, but I'm guessing it's when you have someone up on the panel, that's when you need to have the volume so I can hear what they're saying. And it's been a while. What size of yarns? What size of yarn do I use? I usually use a medium 4, and sometimes depending on the hat that I'm making, I will use a 5 weight or a 6, depending on where the yarn's going. You know, but most of these are, this one here is this is a baby yarn, and it's, I think it's a 3 ply. Trying to. So of course a baby yarn is going to be a lot smaller, you know. What I'm thinking this one is probably a 3. Called Bernat Softy Baby. You know, this is for making like a blanket, things like that. And of course it's in a acrylic yarn. Makes it really nice. What I usually end up doing when I make baby blankets is I'll use one of these plus another color together. I do not have a website in the Kitchen and Garden with Tracy. Because I'm on disability, it makes it hard for me to sell my products. So usually what I do is I have people email me so that we can talk price, and then either send to my PayPal what I'm gonna charge, and things like that. I do not make baby sweaters. I don't make booties. I don't know how to do that. Most of my crocheting is blankets and things like that, because I have not been crocheting very long. No, I don't make the soap holders. I make scrubbies that are done on a round knitting loom that I make scrubbies for people. And I also make knitted hats on the round looms also. No, I don't make soap holders. You know, I guess you could use that scrubby as a soap holder too, but no, I don't. Mine are usually, well, ones that you wash dishes with. You can wash your countertop. Some people even use it to wash their cars. That was a little bit strange. Can we talk hats? Of course. I was thinking that you might want to come up, James, and sew the birthday hat that I sent you. If you want to, you can. Got the message pinned at the top, I think. And he can come up and show the long knitted hat that I made if he wants to. But yeah, he definitely sent a lot of yarn. Yes. I make, like I was saying, I make knitted hats that are like beanies. I also make long knitted hats. I've started a different type of knitted hats that I make that are, they're like a tube that comes together and they get pretty thick. Those do. Just different styles of hats. I've got a blanket that I'm working on for Flash Ministries. Her name's Karen. Yes, Chris is in here. It is great to see James. I saw the Santa hat. Thank you very much, Tracy. Thank you very much. There's about, I'm trying to think how many Santa hats that I've made. At least probably more than 10, I think, that I've made for people and things like that. They used to take me 8 hours to make them. I've now got it down to 6 hours. So it's a tedious hat to make. The other ones take me 2.5 hours to make. Of just the regular beanies. The other one, I haven't really timed myself on that one that can pull, basically it's 100 rows on the knitting loom. And it's not the knitting looms you crank. It's the one you have to physically pull them over, the yarn that's on the top. That's the knitted hats that I make. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming in. I was thinking of waiting on this, and I was like, no, I want to get in there. I want to know what Paul sent me, and I am so grateful for the food that he sent and all this beautiful, beautiful yarn that I've gotten. So nice. And I'll be able to make some more Santa hats for people and baby blankets for people. I do make the little beanies for the babies also. I'm guessing there's probably nobody wants to come up. I'm kind of surprised. But, I'll just sit up here and see what anybody wants to do if they want to come up. I figured, I'm guessing that you guys are able to hear me. I guess it's when people come up, then I'm able to hear them when they speak. But like I said, James, if you want to come up, you can. The message is pinned at the top. Now 10 people are in here. It was so fun to see you. I read your comments on so many live. Now I put a face to your name. I am shy to come up on your video. It's okay. It's okay, Tracy. I have a niece named Tracy. And it's okay. As when I first started this, I would go up on other people's lives, before I started my own channel. And it got better. I like to have, someone to talk to, but it's getting out of my comfort zone and just talking to people, just like you're sitting here and we're talking, and so stuff like that. I am so grateful to Paul. I'll be able to, there's times that I haven't made any yet, but it's been a while that, making a Waldorf salad, you use walnuts. I love just to eat walnuts. So good for you. It's okay, Tracy. But yeah, thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you. You're doing a great job, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. It's trying to figure out what to say, and I'm so overwhelmed with how much he put in this box. It's like, okay, Paul, thanks a lot. This is going to be nice because my brother and I, we don't have a lot of family that's close. We have 2 sisters that are out in Washington State, and yes, we will talk to them on Christmas Day. My nieces and nephews don't come and see us, and that's up to them. And I made the decision today, instead of baking that big turkey, I'm not in the mood to bake a turkey. We ended up getting steaks from the farmer's market. And I was trying to figure out what a porterhouse steak is, and called a person. Your password? Okay. I would figure that you would be able to just click on that thing that I've got pinned up at the top. I'm guessing, because when you get into StreamYard, I'm guessing you got to remember, I had to do that 2-step verification, where I had to use my phone to get up there. It's, whatever happens, James. It's okay. I kind of, if I can, I got a squirrel moment in my head, trying to do what I do, and blessing people. I've always never really wanted to. Yeah, a porterhouse steak. Thank you. What the person that I bought the steaks from told me that a porterhouse steak is what you cut a T-bone and ribeye from. So you basically separate those. So I have a porterhouse steak that I'm going to broil in my oven. That's what I'm going to do. And I have vegetables that I'm going to steam. I like them a little bit crispy, but because of missing teeth, it's a little hard. I like eating carrots, but eating carrots raw, that's a little hard. So we're going to do some vegetables. We're going to have those steaks broiled. I'm going to broil them myself. And we've got acorn squash. We have no butter. Acorn squash, no butternut. I got a cabbage that I'm going to cook up. Just a porterhouse is a T-bone with a fillet. Yes, it is. I didn't know what a porterhouse was. I'm like, okay, what is porterhouse? And I messaged him and he told me, and I was like, oh gosh, yes, it does sound yummy, doesn't it? It's like, I figured, hey, let's try something different. And then when we went to the pantry yesterday, they had in their freezer section lobster with macaroni and cheese that we're going to heat up. I've never had lobster and macaroni and cheese, and it is real lobster. It is. I'm like, whoa, we're gonna have a nice Christmas dinner. We really are, Yeah. So you're saying that it's got that fillet and the T-bone together. Oh yeah, it's gonna. And from now on, when I get a, I either get a T-bone or I get a rib. There he is. Add to stage. I either get a phone or I get a rip. There he is. And he's engaged. I either get now you need to, can you hear? You got the YouTube open. Now you need to, can you hear? You got the YouTube open.
Hang on.
I will. You got the YouTube open.
Okay, we got it better?
Better.
Is that better?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
As you see, I don't have earphones. I always.
Well, I have the headset, and this is what I generally use.
Yeah.
The thing is that what? It helps when you're a truck driver, and it really helps when you're in the YouTube studio.
Yes. So you
Makes it easier to hear.
You finally figured out how to get up here. So
Well, okay. This is the wildest and craziest thing that I've ever had to deal with, because I've never ever had to put in any of my information ever before.
Oh wow.
I've been in 4 different lives and never had to put in my information. All of a sudden today, I'm having to put in my login information to get in. Huh?
So he's asking, how's your arm and shoulder doing? Chris is.
It's doing okay. I imagine trying to change the tire today probably didn't help.
If I was closer, I would come and help you.
Well, it's how difficult it is changing a tire with one hand.
I am in shock at how much
I see
yarn
all that yarn. I was like, goodness gracious.
And the food. It's gonna be so nice. But yeah, it's like, oh my goodness. Yes, that is his birthday present. Yes, it got to him late, but he got his birthday present. In fact, when I was at Joann's, he picked that yarn out on my phone. In fact, I was wearing my It's All Devil Dogs t-shirt there, and what I did is I put it was the yellow long sleeve, and I put that yellow right up against it, and he says, oh yes, that's it. Hi, Jesus is Lord. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Barb. Hey, Barb.
So good to see you. I'm kind of hoping before I end this that Paul comes in, and it's not Paul Case Farms, it's Paul. And
in the kitchen and garden, I had rotator cuff surgery.
And there's my
Sup, Belt Loop
29. What's up? So good to see you, my friend. Yep. 2929. Hello. I've been up on his live. I was up on his 3rd live. That's how I got used to doing lives, was going up on other people's live panels, just to be able to talk to people. It's like so sweet. All my friends are here. Hi, James. Hope your arm. It takes time when you have rotator cuff surgery. It really does. I'm years out from having my wrist surgery, and the cold weather today, this thing was hurting. It was, because there is I'll try to show you guys. See that? I've got a scar right there. They had to put a plate on my radius because I fractured it at an angle. Yeah. On this driveway back in 2013. But today our temperature was in the 20s. And I'm not kidding. I think it's still in the 20s. But yes, definitely sending prayers to James.
Thank you, Jane. Appreciate it.
I know he's
Well, Barb, I mean, we've already had one surgery. This is the second surgery, so we're hoping that it heals properly and completely this time, and without any incidents. Last time it didn't heal all the way, and that's why we are where we're at right now. So yeah, it's just time, and it's going to take time, and yeah, it's
yeah, Chris, what happened is I went out to get my phone and there was black ice on the driveway I live at now. It was my mom's home then. And I slipped. I thought that I kept my hands in, but it popped out and it broke. I ace wrapped it, went to bed, and the next morning drove there with my brother. And they says, "You've broke your wrist." You know, I definitely, if you've had shoulder surgery, oh yes, definitely changing, getting clean, a lot harder, for sure.
mm-hmm. Not to mention going to the bathroom is a chore as well.
That's so. It's like get slip-on pants.
Well, you know, I have jogging breeches or sweats, you know, that I wear, but I mean, nobody wants to wear jogging breeches all the time, so
Yeah, you know, and Chris, that is the reason, because of that break in my wrist, you know, and problems with my fingers. That's why I do what I do, is because it keeps me limber, you know, and then I take a break from, you know, when I make the hats, I'll take a break and go back to crocheting, which you're doing different muscles and things like that. It just keeps me active, you know, because I am disabled. You know, I'm able to do things, but, you know, working in the workplace, I can't. You know, I'd love to be at work. You know, I'd love to do something other than what I do now. But because of health issues, I can't. Are you at work? Belt Loop 29? Yeah. You know, it's there's so many people that are disabled that want to go to work, and yeah, sweatpants are wonderful. They are. I've got a nice pair of slacks on that are got elastic waist on them. You know, it just makes it, you know, nicer.
yeah, well, it's kind of tough to carry around keys and a wallet and all that other good stuff though in a pair of sweatpants.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. Living beautiful people in here. Thank you so much. I know Paul will get to eventually see this unboxing, and I'm kind of like, I need to find some salads. And oh, I'm so excited to open this. Not now, but I will. Eat some walnuts. They'll give my brother half of these things. Most of them. But it is so good. You know, it's amazing how, you know, James is in Texas. I'm in Missouri. You know, Virginia Alexander's in another state, and we've all connected on this thing they call YouTube.
It's the BA from the PA.
Santa Claus, North Pole, Canada. I know who that is. That's Skipper. Merry Christmas. I'm watching. Yes. Someone blessed me with a whole bunch of yarn. Absolutely. Yes. Pennsylvania. where she's at.
Hello, Virginia.
Yep, Virginia is in PA. Near Cleveland. Oh, okay. It's so great. And I was not a native Missourian. Some people call it Missouri, misery in the winter, in the summer. It gets hot in here. It gets cold here. It's like.
Yeah, but you get the best of all worlds.
Oh, you do. You most certainly do.
I mean, if you think about it, okay, in the summertime here in Texas, it's 115.
Wow.
Who wants to be here?
Yeah,
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It has been so great meeting people in Canada. You know, when my family lived in Washington State, we went up to Canada. We were in British Columbia. We went to the garden up there with my parents. You know, it's like now I have to have a passport to be able to go to Canada, and I'm like, I'm not buying a passport.
Heck, you got to have a passport to go to Mexico now.
I know. It's like, what's that all about? I mean, it's just this imaginary line. We're connected in Mexico and Canada. You know.
Yeah, they call it North America and South America and Central America. It's all part of America, is it not?
Yes. It's like, okay. And the thing that really worries me is that when you're getting your passport for the first time, you have to send your original birth certificate to them. And then they mail it back to you. That birth certificate coming from California is expensive to get that. And I'm like, no, I'm not letting it out of my sight. It's not happening. I had a passport to go to Mexico in 1990 when it went down to study Spanish. There's a few words I know in Spanish.
I know enough Spanish to get myself into trouble and how to order food.
Oh, you didn't have one with you. Okay. So, Gary, are you at work? I didn't see. I was figuring you would come up on my live. I know you've been up here before. I just don't know if you can. Oh, today you're off. That's great. So good to see you. I know the first time I came up on your live was your third one. The link is at the top.
Yes, it is pinned.
It is pinned. Oh my goodness. As I had to renew it. And there is my...
So
I loved your little short.
well, thank you.
Oh,
I've got a few out there.
that was the one about Devil Dog.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It was great. It was great. You know, always support my friends. They're not subscribers. You're friends. You know, even though I've never met either of you. You know, one of these days I will. Once I get a car.
Yeah, at some point.
You know, some point.
Well,
all in God's timing, Rebecca.
Yes.
Rebecca, you were on my first live stream that I had guests on. You were the third person on there, but
Wow.
you were on my very first live stream where I had a guest.
Wow.
So That was cold.
Yes, definitely.
And,
know
What part of Texas are you in, Gary?
He's
Oh.
not.
I'm not in Texas. I'm in Mississippi.
Oh, you're in Mississippi. Okay.
Yeah, Eddie's.
Maybe it's Devil Dog that I'm thinking is in Texas.
Yeah, Eddie's from Texas. Eddie's in Texas.
Okay.
So I went down and saw him a couple. I guess may have been a month. Well, for Thanksgiving, that week, the early part of the week, we were back before Thanksgiving, but we went down that week to go see him and had a good time. Went to the Renaissance Festival down there, and I think that's going like a month long. But you know, we just went on the day that we're having a Scottish thing. Had fun. Had a lot of men in skirts though out there.
They're not.
What part of
skirts.
Mississippi are you in?
Central, just outside of Jackson in Florence,
Oh,
Mississippi.
okay. I had a friend that grew up in right there in that area as well. She grew up in Brandon, Mississippi.
Yeah, I don't work far from Brandon. Brandon's not far. In fact, Brandon's still Rankin County, which is where I'm at.
Yeah,
So
she's as far as I know, she's still got Rankin County tags on her car.
what state is she in now?
Oregon right now.
Okay, that's a long ways off.
Yes, sir.
That's all the way over on the left coast.
Yep, that's where I'm from, the left coast.
Okay.
Oh,
I know.
so am
I know a few folks from over that way. Coyotes from over that way. Have you met Coyote from the Wright Family Trapping?
No,
He's
there's still a lot of channels I don't know.
well, yeah. I'm sure there's even a few I don't know yet, but well, you know, we just having fun around here. So, Miss Rebecca, how you been doing?
busy
Okay.
working on that crocheted blanket for her channel name is Flash Ministries Karen,
Uh-huh.
and her husband's channel used to be Scotty Too Hottie. Now it's Lone Cross Scotty.
Okay. Yeah,
Lone Cross Scotty. So I'm making a California King blanket for their bed.
that's a big one.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
Very, very big.
Well, we've got a king size bed, and it's pretty good size. We let the dogs up there on us, you know, to go sleep with us on weekends. Nikki comes throughout the week, but you know, AJ and Rosemary don't come till Friday night and Saturday night. So hey, come here.
I have a friend who lived in Bay St. Louis until took her home out to sea. Wow.
Here's AJ. Come on, Nikki. Come on up. There we go. Here's Nikki. And I don't know if you can. Well, you can't see Rosemary. She's down on the ground. Come on, Rosemary. Come on up. Okay.
It's hard to believe how big they have gotten now.
They have gotten very big.
Hey, Boston Terriers.
Yes, they are. I got them from Eddie over at Devil Dogs. This one was born September the 30th, 2022, and these other two were born on December the 2nd and 3rd of 2023. So they just had a birthday. AJ was born on the 2nd, and Rosemary was born on the 3rd. So they just had a 1 year anniversary or 1 year birthday.
They are so beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's his puppy.
This is Minnie.
You.
Mine are too big to get up on my
She
lap.
just turned 5. on my birthday.
That's cool. Well, one of my dogs does share my birthday, so that's cool. Um, the she looks almost like a cross between like a um, Russell Terrier and a and maybe Boston Terrier too.
She's a Chihuahua.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
My parents have a Chihuahua named Precious, and hang on, it's a little warm in here. I'm just going to take off my hoodie. And I
I
made
seen that thing you've got on your shirt. I seen one of those on top of someone's hood of their truck.
yeah. Well, it's a Punisher, I think symbol.
Oh,
symbol. I think that's what it is. I just bought it because it was convenient. I needed a shirt, and at the time, and this was convenient at the store I stopped in. I was looking for something.
Was it on your hoodie, or is it that one that you're wearing now?
No, this shirt right here is
Oh, okay.
a Punisher.
Yeah, I didn't see the shirt. I didn't see what was on the front of your hoodie either.
it's like a skull, and it has these
Yeah.
kind of like
It's the Punisher.
it's the Punisher, and
Well, I was one day several years ago. At work, they needed somebody to go out and work on one of the officers to be out on the lake in case somebody jumped in the lake or fell in the lake or whatever. We were having some kind of a to do up there, and so I was going up there to do it, but it was they said I didn't have to be in uniform, so I could get another shirt. Well, I didn't have a shirt. Most all my shirts are dark black, so I stopped by like a Target or something or some kind of a store. Just happened to have some shirts there, and this was the lightest color shirt that seemed like it would work, and it still had some black on it, so I kind of like that from it. But it was really hot during that day, and I didn't want to overheat. And if you put on a black shirt in the burning sun, that drains you a little bit. So
Yeah, just a little.
so
oh wow.
I live in North Texas.
I used to live in North Texas.
Which part?
Lived in Arlington. I've lived in Dallas.
Okay.
I've also lived over by Houston down in South Texas.
I live in Wichita Falls.
Okay. Cool. I think we lived in Euless and in Arlington up around DFW when I was a kid. And then when I got older, I think I moved out to may have been one of the suburbs of Dallas. When I was 18, I guess I got a job. I think I was 18 when I got a job working at the DFW airport and transport baggage. So
Did you see that, Gary?
I do have a few challenge coins. I've never I've had a few people send me challenge coins. I've never traded one though that I'm aware of. I've never traded one. We're looking at getting a next year. We're going to try to get a couple of Super Bowl challenge coins. It's my understanding it's going to be down in New Orleans, and with Tammy has a few connections, I guess, where we may be able to. I think I got a Super Bowl challenge coin for this last year, maybe. Hang on. Let's see. That's not Super Bowl. That's not Super Bowl. That's not Super Bowl. That's not Super Bowl. Here's one. Hang on, I'll show you. I do have a Super Bowl challenge for him. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I didn't mean to,
No,
take.
it's okay. It's fine. You know, it's all about connecting with people. It really is for me. Wow.
That's let's see.
Let me see how I can do this. Okay, there we go. Now you can show it.
Okay. FBI Las Vegas, Reno, Elko. That's from February of this year. And I thought that was pretty cool. We're going to try to get a couple of those next, in the fall. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, that's of course from Tammy's connections. That ain't from my connections. I don't know anybody that well connected. So
Yeah, wasn't that amazing? I know how to do that now.
that is
Moving people around. I just kind of learned how to do it.
now you are using currently StreamYard, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. Are you using the free version at the moment?
Yes, I am.
Okay. If you decide you want to go to a paid version or have more whatever, you might look at, one thing Eddie showed me that we're currently using is at Talk Studio Streamlabs.
Oh, okay.
StreamYard has, for their entry level paid version, it's jumped up to about $45, something like that. And so it's,
And I know they don't record this anymore. It has to be taken to YouTube, and that it's connected, because they put that right at the beginning that they don't record it anymore.
well, I'm surprised they did it as long as they did. That eats up a bunch of storage space. I kept finding myself having to delete, file after file. After all, you've got it on YouTube and you had it on here. Now I could see them. I don't know if they still let you do actual recording or not, but I think you have to have the paid version to do it. There have been a few times I found that helpful, but technically I could go through OBS and record if I needed to. So I just got to make sure everything's working properly.
So true. And my dog is snoring. Blue is. I'm hearing him down there.
Oh, I understand.
But yeah.
My dogs are too. Well, they're laying down. They ain't snoring though.
It's really great. Well,
mine ain't snoring yet, but she will be here soon.
I'm going to go ahead and get off here. If you guys want to wait, you can. I've got to go do something. And I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for coming and seeing this huge box of yarn I got from Paul. I am so grateful that all of you came. And everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you on January 6th at 8:30 with Nancy. We will be going live. I will be going live before her, and then she's going to do something the next Monday at 8:30. So we'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.